And welcome back to the Betty Hawk Clinic. Well, Rise of the Robots review. Might need to pad this out a bit. Then again, maybe not. Let's take a look. Rise of the Robots. This is a 2D fighting game and was originally released by Time Warner Interactive all the way back in 1994. Originally developed for Amiga and PC-DOS computers by Mirage's Instinct Design. It got ported to various video game consoles including the Super NES, the Megadrive and the 3DO, and also the Philips CDI. In fact, it was the Philips CDI that I first played this game, all the way back in 1994. We're going to be taking a look at the Megadrive version, but the game includes a single-player mode in which the player assumes the role of the Ep32-2. Really? Cyborg, as you attempt to stop the supervisor who has taken control of Electrocorp's facilities in Metropolis 4. The game was developed by a team of 5 people, including former Bitmap Brothers member Sean Griffiths. Rise of the Robots was intended to use a high level of artificial intelligence that was never seen in any other fighting games at the time. The game also features music from Queen's lead guitarist Brian May, although it does only use The Dark and Resurrection, a track taken from his solo album Back to the Light, while the in-game music was done by Richard Joseph. I actually do remember an incredible amount of hype over this game at the time. It was supposed to be the next biggest thing. It got put back and got put back and got put back, and then eventually when it got released, just like myself, we'd been waiting that much in anticipation for this one, we just went out and buy it. It was bought for me by my wife at the time for the Philips CDI, and let's just say I completed the game in under 2 hours that Christmas morning. So sit back and try and enjoy it. This review is going to be a little shorter than normal, but I think you'll understand why at the end of it. So sit back and try to enjoy Rise of the Robots. Story. It's not too bad on this one. To think that you were a cyborg warrior looking to obviously fight against evil, it was exciting, I remember that. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Audio. The Brian May music really set the mood, but then that's where the good news ends. No, not a fan of this whatsoever. It doesn't sound right. It sounds clunky and everything. 5 out of 10. Controls. This is unfortunately where this game starts to hit bottom. The controls are laggy, non-responsive, and at times it feels that you're just not in any real control. I'm going to give it a really hurting 3 out of 10. Graphics. When you first switched the game on, the graphics were absolutely breathtaking, and they still look good today, the cutscenes and everything. But then when you start playing the game, I don't know, it just doesn't look right. It didn't feel right back then either, and after all the hype you expected more. I'm going to be giving it a 7 out of 10. Gameplay. Absolutely terrible. I remember when completing this, when I first owned it and it being less than 2 hours, thinking, that was a good £40 well spent. Not, and I never played the game again after that. And switching the game on and playing it on the Megadrive, it's just brought it all back. It is a terrible, overhyped game, which really should have never seen the light of day. And I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. Overall, this is an absolute terrible game. Like I've already said, shouldn't have seen the light of day. Overhyped, it didn't deliver, the controls are terrible. The music, the Brian May music, is the best feature, but that's probably about it. The graphics at first, fantastic, but you know what, just no at almost every level really on this game. So it gets a 4.8 out of 10. Well, there you have it. As you can probably tell, I've not really enjoyed this one, but come on, let's be honest, you can't have incredible games, you can't have good games if you haven't got poor games, terrible games, and this is one of them. It just was overhyped at the time, everybody bought it and everybody felt let down. It's an absolute terrible game, and if I really wanted to sum it up, bucket full of wank, that probably sums it up. So, well, let's all look to the positive. It can't get any worse. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've still enjoyed bringing this to you. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want more, and I'll catch you again. Take care.